in the old days, we would print out, every analytical run would have a printout, which would be anywhere from 2 to 3 pages. It would have your chromatogram plus your summary of all the concentrations of the analytes for the test that you were doing. Another big limitation with the paper system was that if you ever had to go back and look at your calibration data or previous data, you would have to go to a file cabinet to find it. You know, if the QA department would need to send out raw data, they might be scanning in hundreds of pages of documents and then mailing it versus the Labcore system now, which is just, you know, emailing a PDF file. What I like best about the Labcore system is that all of the data is automatically merged together. So you don't have to go searching for any pieces of paper. The software will know, based on the keywords on the page, where to put the documents. I also love that it's paperless. You know, it's a lot cleaner, it's a lot simpler, it's a lot easier to read a typed message on a piece of paper than somebody's handwriting in a lot of cases. We do everything electronically, so if I'm looking at my run, say I have a dilution and I want to compare my dilution to my 1x data, I can just click and compare using the table of contents and just easily compare the two runs versus having to rifle through pieces of paper and looking at one piece of paper and then flipping through and looking at others, keeping all the pieces of paper in order. I never have to worry if I drop my folder, you know, I never have to worry about it getting back in the right order again. Labcore software can tell you if you're missing a file, so you might, if you had a piece of paper, it might be easy to overlook that you forgot your sequence log, but in the Labcore system, it'll say you're missing one of however many files are in your analytical run, and you can be like, oh yeah, I know what's missing now. I love looking at the two screens. I feel like that was a big step up to be able to look at your data and your laboratory system on two screens in one plane instead of having to look down and back up again to review your data. Another thing I like about Labcore is that if you're reviewing a big long folder and you don't have time to get through it all in one sitting, you can just close it and it'll just sit on your dashboard, and you can work on other things without having to clutter up your desk with a lot of extra files. It's a much cleaner, more organized way to manage, you know, if you have a big workload, you know, it's all concise on your computer instead of sprawled out on your desk. Just for, you know, saving paper alone, it's much simpler. Also, you know, it saves a lot of time when you're generating reports of hundreds of pages of documents. It's a lot easier to pick and choose your PDFs than to have to, you know, rifle through file cabinets to put all of those documents together to send to your clients.